Football Club are having a full exodus on transfer deadline day. Chelsea Football Club have accepted £35 million offer, that's including add-ons, for Ian Maatsen. Ian Maatsen's refusing to go. Yes, he's refusing to go. Conor Gallagher's deal to Tottenham, Trevor Chalobah's deal to Bayern Munich, off. Callum Hudson-Odoi, gone. Mason Burstow, gone. And finally, Bashir Humphreys, gone. Let's get into it. We have got a lot to break down. The details, the intricacies, the domino effects. I love transfer deadline day, I can't lie to you, but sometimes it does break my heart. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. Welcome to the transfer deadline day special, basically. We're going to cover every deal that's happened today. We're going to talk about the little intricacies. And yes, I have got a haircut. Yes, I'm still Alex. I don't look that different, or do I? But my iPhone didn't recognize my face today. Can you imagine that? So, guys, hit the like button, and we want 1,000 likes because we had an absolutely crazy August. Like, minutes crazy, hours watched crazy, views crazy. So thank you very much. Now it's all about your support after the transfer window is done. So hit the like button and start it off with a bang. And more importantly, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the best way you guys can support me. But now let's break down these stories. Ian Maatsen and Chelsea. This is a very interesting prospect. So Ian Maatsen at Chelsea has been very good this year. He came in at pre-seasons, really shone the light on how talented common graduates can be, especially in the sense how talented he is himself. He can play left centre midfield, he can play number 10, he can play right wing, he can play left wing, and he can play left back. However, Pochettino has not used him in his correct position, has not used him at left back. And this is very interesting. So today, Chelsea got an offer from Burnley. It was £31 million and a half. Plus add-on. The loan with an obligation to buy. Burnley wanted to balance the books and they wanted to get this deal done. However, and this is where the issues arise. This is where the intricacies get very interesting. Chelsea accepted that fee. Chelsea said, you know what? Sometimes you gotta make difficult decisions. Not every youth player will make it. We have been through this. But Ian Maatsen said, hell no, I'm not going. Ian Maatsen has had personal phone call with Vincent Kompany allegedly and literally explained to him his reservations about why he doesn't want to join. And more importantly, why he still thinks there's a future for him at Chelsea. And my reaction is, Ian, stay. Look, it's a simple way of looking at it. Ian Maatsen, at this moment in time, is better than Cucurella. Cucurella will be moving on from Chelsea. It's a matter of time. He hasn't played a minute apart from that AFC Wimbledon game. Maatsen's come on twice in the Premier League. Ben Chilwell, I don't trust Ben Chilwell. And whilst Ben Chilwell is our vice-captain, Ben Chilwell could get injured. Ben Chilwell's form has been horrible for a while now. And more importantly, I don't think he's technically as developed as Ian Maatsen. I just don't. I think the way Pochettino wants us to play, I think it's a matter of time until Ben Chilwell gets taken out of the team. Either for Levi Colwill or Maatsen gets that left-back spot. Buy your time, sign the new deal, get a pay bump, and just wait. If not, if your opportunity doesn't come, next year move. He has got a genuine chance to break through at Chelsea. Conor Gallagher is a person that I would have literally 2 months ago bit your hand off if you offered me £45 million. And I would have said, listen, give me my money. I will drive in there personally. And I want Chelsea to take this bid. However, now, as the season's gone on, as the development of the player has gone on, I'm starting to have second thoughts. And it's actually really worrying how I have really switched my tune, purely based on the fact that this could be a purple patch. And let's be honest, right? We've had 4 games this year, and the guy's been very good in 3.5 of them. His first half at Liverpool was shocking. Otherwise, since then, he's been beyond pop. He's been nearly perfect with his ability to pick the ball up in the further up and just give it quickly, not lingering on the ball. And what I really love about him is his willingness to fight for Chelsea. After the Wimbledon game, he sat there and he said, I love this team. I'm living my dream. And you know what, guys? That sounds really pathetic to non-Chelsea fans, but if it's your team, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I played for Chelsea's youth academy and I come through, that would have been my dream to play for this team. So the fact that he's saying, he's like, I'm just living my dream, and you could see it was genuine, it wasn't a lie, he was smiling, he couldn't believe his luck. And that might be the problem, the fact that he doesn't believe his luck. But he's talented. I don't know whether he's talented enough for us to reject 45 million for, but as of this moment, he's staying. What happened today? Well, Spurs needed to offload Højbjerg, and the whole deal was on riding on Højbjerg going. And this is what's happened. Højbjerg had an offer to go to Fulham. Fulham said, please come. He said no. Atletico Madrid, he said no. Paulinho was going to join Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich were only going to get Paulinho if Højbjerg went to Fulham. Are you with me still? And if Paulinho went to Bayern Munich, Spurs bid 45 million and get Conor Gallagher. Chelsea are not pushing to sell him. But if a bid of that range comes in and Conor asks to go, Chelsea will let him go. And that's the big issue here. Like, it's up to Conor if he stays or goes. Conor will get minutes under Pochettino, I'm telling you now. It's just, is it going to be enough minutes? Is it going to be pivotal minutes? The minutes Conor wants. But the thing is, Conor's good enough to play bench role for Chelsea. And I actually, personally, I wouldn't be too upset if we keep him. I wouldn't be against selling him, but I wouldn't be... The move regarding Trevor Chalobah now, this is a move that really is confusing. Trevor Chalobah was set to go to Bayern Munich. Chelsea wanted 50 million pounds sterling. I don't know what Chelsea think they're going to be asking for, but you're not getting that from Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are not giving you 50 million pounds sterling for Trevor Chalobah. I don't think Trevor Chalobah is worth 50 million. I think Trevor is a 35 million, 40 million pound player at most. There was an offer from Nottingham Forest for 25 million pounds and Trevor rejected. Trevor said, I'm not going. I'm either going to Bayern or I'm staying and fighting. He's got 6.5 years on his deal. And this is where it gets very interesting because the dominoes from that move went on to impact other players in the Chelsea squad. We should have never signed this. Trevor Chalobah should have been our right centre-back this season. Like, I'm genuinely serious. Trevor should have been playing, in my opinion, next to the one and only Thiago Silva. And we need to get Badiashile back and he needs to play instead of Thiago Silva. And then we can almost develop this team in a nice way. But at the moment, we're stuck with a player in the Sassy who I don't think is good enough. People say, you haven't seen enough to know. I've seen enough. He's not good enough. I don't see what everyone else sees. Trevor now is going to be at Chelsea and he can fight for a position. He can play right back, he can play centre back, he can play defensive midfield. So he will fight till January and then we'll do this song again. But what the implications is that Bashir Humphreys now has gone on loan to Swansea. So Bashir Humphreys will go on loan to Swansea for a whole year. Bashir was set to stay and literally be fourth choice centre back behind Thiago Silva, Badiashile and Desassi. But it looks like he's going to go on loan and play. And I think, I'm not going to lie to you, this is for the best. A good season away will be phenomenal for him. And finally, Mason Burstow. Mason Burstow had Milan. Mason Burstow had Werder Bremen. Well, Mason Burstow had a lot of offers. But he decided that he needs to go and develop. He needs to go and play and he needs to stay in England and build his physicality up. So Mason Burstow is going to Sunderland. Mason Burstow is going to be in Sunderland. He's going to be smashing it there hopefully. And he's on a season-long loan just like Bashir Humphreys in the Championship. And he's going to be someone that we're going to be keeping an eye on. We're very excited to see what happens to him. He's really impressed Pochettino and so did Bashir Humphreys. So overall, these moves are good for these young kids. They need to go and play. If they develop right, we can flip them for more money and they will have long-term careers. And then we will either bring him into our first team or sell him. And that's the whole point of Cobble. The good players stay. The poor players or the players that aren't up to Chelsea standard, move on. It's very simple. The final player that's gone out is Callum Hudson-Odoi. And when I tell you, it was emotional. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I didn't cry, but I got goosebumps watching his goodbye video. And the reason I got goosebumps watching his goodbye video is because I have never been more invested into a Cobham graduate than Callum Hudson-Odoi. Like, it was peak Sarri era where Sarri gave him opportunities and he was coming through and we had Eden Hazard and he just looked good. He looked better than Pedro. He looked better than Willian. He was playing amazingly and then he picked up that injury. And watching that video really made me sad. Like, I even got goosebumps because I was like, yo, it reminds me of so many good times under Sarri. Like, a lot of people think Sarri was a horrible manager, but I'm not gonna lie to you, this is one of the happiest I've ever been as a Chelsea fan. I loved the style of football we played. I loved the way we dominated teams. I loved the way, like, we won that Europa League. The style, Eden Hazard, like, we just were a great team in the making. And we cut, like, the project short and we brought in Frank and we went in a different direction. But Callum was pivotal to that. And I actually think Sarri stayed, Callum's career could have went in a completely different direction. That's just my personal. But Callum Hudson-Odoi has joined Nottingham Forest officially. £8 million is the reported fee, £5 million is the reported fee somewhere else, $3 million somewhere else. But what we know is we got a hefty sell-on clause. So when he gets moved somewhere else in the future, Chelsea are going to get a nice transfer fee out of it. For me, this is very interesting because if he smashes it, could Chelsea go back in for him? I don't know. But the reality is, Callum's career has not been the same for a while. So for me, Callum needs to stay fit, he needs to start playing regular football, and he needs to be decisive in the final third. There is an opportunity for him there with Johnson going. There's a place for him to take. I hope he takes it. I hope he smashes it. I will be keeping an eye on. I have got so much stock into him and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It is ridiculous, right? I wanted both of them to make it at Chelsea, but sadly it didn't work out. So guys, hit the like button. This is a summary. Some things might have changed since I made the video at 7 o'clock today. So maybe someone got sold, but we don't know. But this was the Kavkas View. I really appreciated all of your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So hit that like button, 1,000 likes. Hit the share button because that's the best way you can support. And finally, subscribe. Peace out. I'm out.